Xbox Beastfire weekly show. We got a newcomer with us today. You should give you guys my man Ian, who's how you say, another good guy in the community, man. Does a lot of giveaways on Twitter and things. You know what I mean? Don't ask for anything in return. Very generous dude. He said he's ready to throw his hat in the ring and try his hand at podcasting. But you know, we're gonna see what's going on. Ian, what's going on with you, good brother?
Not much. Just finished another work day. Last 3 days worked over 30 hours, so I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good.
Okay,
yeah.
No problem. So he worked over 30 hours, but he's a little tired. But he still got to get a few things he want to get off his chest today. All right, moving right along, my good brother, my man, Mighty Moss. What's going on, good brother?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, Z Woman. I'm sorry, I was talking to my lawyers. I gotta make sure I don't get banned. You know, yeah, I can't. They told me I can't use the words hand nor job in the same podcast. My bad. So I don't want to get nobody banned.
Come on, man. What's
up?
Messy, man.
What's up, people? It's your boy. You know what I mean? We try and keep it crispy and clean, and we try and keep it legit for the real Xbox community out here.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, as you guys are coming in, you know the rules.
Free Kratos.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Tweet it out. We're gonna have a little fun. Try to give you guys an entertaining show. Hey, Moss, for the record, as the room was filling up, a little backdrop, where the hell did I meet you? Where the hell did I find you? Was it at rehab? What Where was it?
He said, "No, man. Hey, not after your spill earlier before the show. Hell no, I'll never step crowd of the church again."
Hey, yo, hold on. I know when I be back here talking that shit, but yo, Z about to get struck by lightning.
Hey, no, man. I was actually crazy story. I ain't gonna be too messy, but I was actually defending somebody else that was trying to be a Triple B member. I don't know if you remember that. I was like, Z, I know he went off, but you know, he's a good cat, blah, blah, blah. You was like, man, the hell with that. Why don't you rock out with us? I was like, me? Huh? I was like, oh shit, okay. And then the rest is golden, as they say, man.
The crazy part, knowing me, I was under the influence. I don't know what guy you're talking about, man, but God bless his soul. But anyway, shout out to my brother Moss, who's out there giving the double dose of medicine with the number. And again, for those of you, I'm gonna say this again, who didn't see what do you call it? The show we did with the numbers, industry, and I know I did it kind of spur of the moment. Normally, when we're doing something, I would like to promote it ahead of time. And a lot of people, shout out to Porter Rock again, because Porter Rock, so he watches anything, and then get back, and he saw the show, and I've seen a lot of people trying to discredit the guy, discredit this guy. My integrity is always in question, even discredit me. That's why when I did the show, we can even talk about that a little bit here on the show too. Also, I didn't make it as an Xbox versus. It wasn't even about that. This guy here, I'm gonna say this again, for those who still don't believe. Like I was talking to Crapgamer before the show. Now, listen, this guy does not have, again, or his company, do not have a dog in the fight. Those numbers that you see that came, we can talk about it on the show. That 99 million and I think Microsoft was 36 million or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, 33.
Those weren't consoles sold. Yep. Those were the number of x86 GPUs that AMD sold to Microsoft and then to Sony.
Exactly.
So you're looking at the discrepancy. Well, Sony just said they sold 82 million, this, that, the other, but you know what I mean. And you see the 99 million. Those again, I'm gonna say this again. x86 architecture extra from AMD, a number of GPUs sold, and this is what they give to their investors. And when but neither here or there. But that's what that was about. And again, a great article. Great interview. I'm sorry. And it went over a few people ahead. But it is what it is. But other than that, we can talk about a few things we're going to talk about today during the show. And of course, we're going to talk about Red Dead. A few other things. But Neff, good brother Neff, what's going on with you, good brother?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
What's going on with you, brother? Everything's all right? You trying to read a hostage notice?
You sound like Wave on them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Spit it out, man.
I don't know. I've been just sitting back playing that Red Dead 2, the GOATY of 2018, and yes, it's gonna beat out God of War. There, I said it.
Woo! Look, stop, yo, Neff. Like, look, you've been on Twitter, like, getting these ponies. Like, stop, my nigga. Like, you got niggas crying and shit. Like, chill.
Okay, well, listen, man.
Stop, yo, Neff. Like, look, you've been on. So you know, I've been chilling. I've been talking about
playing Red Dead.
Trying to get. Now I've been talking about trying to get Kratos out that jail. You feel me? See, we can counter sue. coming after some niggas. So, you know, showing my lawyer some evidence, like, you know, I ain't gonna let this shit go easy. Feel me?
Okay, for sure, man. Actually, let me text Cradle right now.
No, bro.
I'm gonna tell you on Discord if you want. Right. Okay. Hold on. Niggas are shouting you out.
We put a couple of bucks on his fuckboy books and shit.
Okay,
you know?
man, Bill, free Kratos. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
Kratos.
that's what's up. Hey, post up with the close up, the most up. What's going on, good brother?
I can't even get my intro out right now. I ate before the show. I had a diabetic Polish and water.
Man.
My asthma and bronchitis kicked in, so I'm gonna be talking slow and breathing heavy. Fuck
man.
That's what's up with me right now.
I used to swim, now I made drown.
If I'm quiet, it's because this food is still breaking down the digestion.
Hot water cornbread.
But we gonna talk about it today.
Okay, for sure. Did I get everybody's intro? Yeah, I think I got everybody's intro.
You got it right. Yep.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, so with that being again, like I said, if you guys are saying what's up to me, what's up? I'm tweeting it out and stuff, so I'll be looking at the screen in a minute. But like I said, you guys come in, you can be so kind. Like I said, hit the like button. We're gonna try to have some fun today. So anyway, the talk of the town is of course Red Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I did a show, video, not even a show. I did a video. I did a video yesterday, last night. Played for about an hour and a half. You know, impressions of the game. You know what I mean? And I like I said, with all the hype, I asked the question: is it game of the year, game of the generation, or the best game ever? Now, here's my disclaimer, and you guys can take it from there what you want. Like I said, I'm a huge God of War fan. Now, so stating my bias. 2, I've never been a big fan of Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. Too much going on, right? But when you say in terms of graphics, which we can take because I haven't got through the story and stuff. But in terms of graphic, what I did notice is that the level of detail. You know what I mean? And they said it was making this game for 8 years.
Yeah, about 7-8 years. Yep, okay. 3,000 developers.
Yeah. Listen. I just, like I said, I've been playing the game for an hour and a half. The dialogue, the sound. My God, traversing through the snow. You know what I mean? The items, tobacco, beef jerky. Like it's like they really paid so much attention to detail. Crapgamer with some numbers on BGST. They said before making the game, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 broke the record at the time. It cost them like $260 million to make it. Already Red Dead Redemption 2, budget-wise, it cost them about $650 million to create this game. That's bigger budget than most movies that you see today, right? And it's going to make his money back by far with the the DLC, the multiplayer, all that stuff. So might be just in sales within 2 months. It's going to probably make his money back. But god damn, woo!
That's almost $1 billion.
Yeah, that's $1 billion. G.
On one title, man. On one title. Microsoft did that last year. If you think of that, that's crazy. I was just playing before the show, and the detail got me too because in certain games like horse games, the objects in the world like rocks, trees, and for instance, sometimes animals just walk through them, or you can just walk through a rock. It doesn't really have no hit detection where you hit it and you feel like you're walking over something rather than just walking through it. In this world, like my horse, I had to walk him around the fence. He just don't. In certain games where animals just walk through, if you walk over a rock, you're gonna walk over a rock and not just walk through the rock. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just there just to be decorations for the environment. Everything has physical based objects in this game, and it's crazy. I'm at a part where I had to hunt a rat. I mean, not a rat, a rabbit. I shot the rabbit. I skinned them. I took it back. I had to set up camp. Certain games that when you get back to a position, they'll just kind of go into it. No, you got to go in the menu, set up camp. I had to cook my food, eat it. Like these little things is make it so realistic. On top of the graphics being beautiful, it's the little details that make it more realistic and appealing to the eye.
And just the straight immersion of the game that you have to eat, you have to rest, you have to take baths and so on. Just take care of yourself to stay alive. People who are complaining about the gunplay and like how the aiming and stuff, even though I would say the aiming's not quite as fluid or whatever as other games because it tries to take a more realistic take, you also have to acknowledge that the Deadeye system is something you have to pay attention to. If your Deadeye is low, your aiming is going to be very wobbly and all over the place. People don't actually understand that. Also, speaking about objects and so on, post about how they have physical properties, I don't know if you guys have done it. I've done it my fair share amount of times. But when you're like running from the law or running from a bounty hunter or something, that yes, there are bounty hunters in this game and they will fuck you up. Sometimes I crash into a rock with my horse and my horse goes down and I go flying. I'm like, shit. This ain't like the first Red Dead where you're able to climb over everything.
I shot a cop. I shot at a cop or something by mistake. Why did I do that? I thought, in certain games you run away for a while, they'll stop chasing you. Not in here. They track you, the blood, they track you by your blood and everything. Boy, they would not stop until I was caught. And the cop ran me down on foot. I looked back, he was on me. I'm like, how's he running this fast?
Hold on 1 second. Hey, good brother Ian, I'm sorry.
What's up?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Your first time, so you got to kind of get in when you fit in. I know you did a shout out to you, gave a huge giveaway of Red Dead on Twitter. And if you were kind of even to add, my name, follow me, to be entered for a case to win. Did you? I know you worked like 9 jobs, but did you get the chance to try Red Dead at all?
I haven't, but this morning on break, I was watching on Twitch people playing, and you guys were right. The environment immerses you, and they were walking on the beach, and you actually saw the footprint on the beach, and we haven't seen that. We haven't seen a game like this with Red Dead. Yeah, this kind where it immerses you and where you get into the environment. I mean, just looking at the water crashing onto the sand. I kind of got lost just looking at the water, not even looking at the guys. And then saw some shootouts, and it looks good. It just looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to play it. I love the first game, and that was so much fun. I'm hoping in the multiplayer that you even add even more where they can immerse the environment and people can come together, and it looks beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
This is a prequel to the first game, right? This is the prequel to the.
Yeah, this is a prequel. Yeah, this is a prequel. John Marston when he's young.
They can do so much with the multiplayer. Can you think of we're being able to get up a gang, our gang going against other cowboy gangs in this huge map,
and just having like a group hideout, robbing trains and so on.
Listen, they could do so much.
The fact that they did GTA 5 and the first Red Dead multiplayer was fun as fuck. I see a combination of both. I see a combination of GTA 5.
I hope they have what they have in the first.
I hope they bring that. Go ahead.
Well, I hope they bring back where you just go into the world. You can ride by yourself with your friends, but you can open up fire on people. And I love doing that in the first one. I know it pissed off a lot of people, but I didn't care. I took the buffalo rifle and went to town on people. I mean, to do that, and it's a lot like what you can do in Grand Theft Auto. But I love the Western setting of that era. I really love that era, and I hope they add that. And I've heard they want to add a battle royale. I don't know if they ditched that idea or not, because that's the biggest and newest thing to do because of Fortnite and PUBG. Right. So I'm just curious how and what they're going to go about with multiplayer.
Yeah. Either way, I believe it's going to be very ambitious because it is Rockstar at the end of the day, and they just got done with GTA 5 online. I'm sure they had good things cooking for Red Dead.
Okay, well,
I hope they bring that heist system over from.
They need to. I mean, the whole campaign is you doing heists, anyways.
Yeah, in that multiplayer, that heist system in GTA 5 was fire. But go ahead, Z.
Yeah. No, I was saying, Moss did.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, Moss, I know you be doing the renting center thing. Did you rent it?
Look,
waiting on Fallout.
Yeah, Yeah,
he's out to play Othello. I ain't rocking with that.
He got old purple rain.
making fun of my PlayStation. Hey, look, man. Prince would denounce that. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Rockstar games aren't at the top of my list, but I will. I'm waiting for Fallout 76. That's just more my cup of tea. But with that being said, with the fact that I'm seeing that everybody's just like real and in love with this game, and two, of all people, this jackass next gen got a copy before I did. I'm jealous. I'm mad as hell.
I'm gonna be real with you, MM2K. I know you're a Bethesda fanboy, but that Fallout 76 has been looking spooky. And I'm telling you, this Red Dead 2 is nothing like the first. Like, this has taken everything to the next level. It's taken gaming to the next level. And I know you always talk about you want a genre-defining game.
Hey, check it out, Moss. I'm gonna keep it funky, right? I know my integrity is always in question, right? But at least I've always said I've never really cared for Grand Theft Auto, not my type of games, or even Red Dead. I've never been. I played the single player story for about an hour and a half. I'm not lying. Story, it kind of pulls you in. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about the controls being a little clunky. Oh, let me pay the bills right quick. My man, Chad, starting off early. Said, post up, niggas, Sea of Thieves need gangs.
Post up has taken his L on that game. Leave it alone.
But what I'm just saying,
you telling me?
But
hey, look, they can't talk about Sea of Thieves unless they're willing to bring up Dream Daddy. Go ahead, Z.
Okay. But like I said, people have been complaining about the controls of the game. You know what I mean? Saying, a little clunky, or it takes a little bit too, I guess, getting used to. But I ain't gonna lie though. Like I said, shit, man. This from the aspect of gaming. I'm just being honest. Let me say this one thing. Shut the hell up. Gaming, I think that they really embarked on something new. With not
dare you say genre defining?
That's why I asked the question. Like, game of the year, goddamn best game ever. And they really overall, you think we went from God of War, Spider-Man to this, they really raised the bar. Now people love The Witcher, whatever 3 or whatever the hell. Nothing touches that we got this far. The game needs to get better, better and better and better. Now I don't know about the story, I'm just getting in, just what it's all about. But just overall, just sit back and taking a breath of everything. Like, God damn, they really did that. And I mean, they define level of detail. You like, damn. Even at the beginning of the game, was like, damn. Why does John Hicks get a room? I gotta go lay down with the darkies. I'm like, oh shit. It's starting off with this shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm boycotting that game for that scene.
I don't even know whether I'm doing a story mission or a side mission.
Yeah, you cannot tell.
You cannot tell. That's
I like that.
So much to do, and there's so much to micromanage as well. You got to
me as a gamer.
Money. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, me as a gamer, my biggest thing with past Rockstar games where I'm a little bit more intrigued with this one is I like the journey of games. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like a Fallout or something like that. And it seems like it got a lot more journey. It got a lot more depth as far as the direction it's taking you in, where GTA 5 and all of them is just a big sandlot. There's shit around and just do shit. That to me isn't structured enough. Yes. This seems like it's really structured and it's taking it to a whole nother level. So yeah, definitely. And now Z got it. Oh no, I can't.
I put it like this.
Exactly.
Everything in the world has consequences.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every action, everything you do, whether you're shooting someone. Yeah. And it's not only that though, but the world affects you too. Because you can get, I didn't see people get their horse stolen. I didn't see people get robbed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. So it's really crazy. In the micromanaging system, you got to bring money to your crew. You got to go out and make sure your crew eat. You know what I'm saying? You got all these things that you got to micromanage in terms of moving of progressing with the story. Like I can see why this game is around 65, 70 hours because it's so much that you have to take into account. You're just not just running through the world completing the story. it's so much that you got to take into account of yourself and your team as well. So, man,
the name of the game is immersion, like MM2K. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say I ran into some bad things in a town, and I got a big bounty on my head for $250, right? When I got that bounty, you know, I went out and killed a legendary bear. I grabbed the pelt. I was running over to the trapper to make some legendary equipment or whatever, right? And when I'm crossing this bridge on my horse, I'm suddenly ambushed by 4 fucking bounty hunters. Mind you, this is random. This isn't due to the story. This is just random due to the bounty on my head. And that was ambushed by 4 bounty hunters who killed me on the bridge.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, literally, they come around the corner, it's like, we got him now, and they start shooting me in the head.
Yeah, shout out to Chadman23 with the $2 holla. He say the detail in this RDR2 I've never seen before.
Oh, okay. Now listen. Now, Moss, you brought up something, right? You said something like Grand Theft Auto Sandlot. You know, when,
it's a sandbox.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, I give you an example. Then sometimes you ride past. Well, in Grand Theft Auto, you might see somebody just aimlessly just talking to themselves or fake drinking something.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that this whole world is alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like and again, you know, everything's alive. You know what I mean? Like, they really
nature, everything.
They really push the envelope in far as and it makes sense, you know, far as gaming. You know what I mean? If you get all the we don't get to who sold what and what's doing what. We don't get to the juicy part. I said the fuck nigga shit in a minute. But I gotta take my hat off. I didn't realize they were that damn talented. I'm being honest with you. I know they were normally known for, you know, Rockstar was known for making edgy games and hookers and the prostitute. No, they really went out there and flexed their muscle. Now listen, now some day they may say, you know, people like to get that crown and Naughty Dog as them being the naughty dogs. I don't know.
Hey, yo,
I don't know.
They done look. Hey, look, they done had 3,000 mugs work on it. They had all the Trinidad on that bitch, man.
Let me say something. That shit Red Dead Redemption 2 is the benchmark. From here on out, every game that comes out, every game that comes out gonna get the Red Dead Redemption 2.
And that's what it should be. And that's what it should be.
Rockstar went from, you know, just being Rockstar, being what Z described, to now it's either Rockstar or it's nothing. Maybe CG Projekt Red can finally come back with that Cyberpunk, but right now
wait.
They're on the king.
So what, Naughty Dog is out of question now?
I mean, Naughty Dog, you have to wait till Last of Us 2.
Man, look, Naughty Dog is known for having compelling stories. Nathan hugging his wife while they eating oatmeal and shit like that. But come on. Uncharted 4, that's a climate simulator, bro. That action ain't
hey, listen, I'm keep it funky, right?
What about Last of Us?
Did it go down? I played the Last of Us. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? That's the only thing. One of the things telling stories. I'm just saying this right here again. Was so much is going on in the world. Like,
I've never seen a living world like this.
No, you know, they could talk about this world is really living. Any minute it's a shootout, walking to some mind of your business, you got shot in the back of your head, you gotta stay on your toes, but, you know what I mean?
Yo, I was walking with my horse, man. A dude rolled past me like, nah, I ain't gonna need to try you. I'm gonna leave you alone.
I'm not gonna lie. There's people who are crying for help, and I run away because I don't want to lose my shit.
He looked at me like it's not worth it. Like he was about to try me for a minute. And you're walking in the world, you got people riding around on horses and carriages and stuff and just going about their daily lives and stuff. You go in a bar, you can get into bar fights and it's just this is just crazy. Naughty Dogs is dope at what they do, but this has set a precedence in gaming from
I was gonna say
on. You can't expect nothing less than what they did right here. If it don't go above what they did, then I'm sorry.
I mean, for this, because I was looking at it like studios like, you know, Project Red and Bethesda, they're gonna have to step up the game when it comes to open world game. Like, cause Rockstar basically just pushed it, like, you know, to a whole new. For any open world game, like they're gonna have to step up, like, pretty much. So
how about this? Let's be real, right? I think we might as well get hand over the crown. They spent almost $1 billion developing the game, $650 million.
Yeah,
true.
Developing this, EA ain't nobody going out there spending that type of bread, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna happen.
Not on one game.
That's how confident they are.
But that's how they going to do it. This game going to last this generation to next generation. Now they're going to, they're going to do it. I'm not saying, not again. You see what they did with Grand Theft 5, how they stretched it from last generation to this generation, and it's still selling. And they're going to do the best believe again. They're going to do the same thing.
Oh, this is definitely a cross-gen title.
This is definitely, you know what I mean? We might not get Grand Theft Auto 6 until.
You won't get until next gen, guaranteed.
Well, I know that, but we
probably towards the end of next gen.
Yeah, so
I just want to.
It's gonna be like Red Dead.
Let me address the chat real quick because the chat.
Yeah, I'm saying that too.
The chat sentiment is The Last of Us 2 will destroy all of mankind. Hide the babies. It's gonna bring out the pentagram and send us all to hell. Look, get the fuck out of here, okay? For the simple fact that y'all game of the century so far. What was that? The Uncharted Climb 4.
All right, God of War. That's they game.
Oh, no, God of War. No, okay, and I'm talking about as far as Naughty Dog is concerned. That nothing has touched what Grand Theft Auto 5 has been able to do. Okay, nothing has touched what that has been able to do. Whether it's Naughty Dog, Naughty Broom, whatever the fuck it is. All right. So this is supposed to be taking it to another level. So we got to keep it real here. This is a multi-platform game that looks like it's going to have legs till oblivion. You know what I'm saying? And they're already saying that this is the game that is going to have to compare your AAA or quadruple A status to. So again. You could still praise your Naughty Dog games, but let's be real here. We real got to recognize real. This, by all accounts, it sounds like it's something on a different level. So we need to stop.
You know what, Moss is crazy when Microsoft came out with that Quad A term. Yeah, everybody was laughing at them like, "What is a Quad A title?"
Yeah.
Well, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one.
It's it.
Yeah.
They're not laughing at. They're not laughing at that term no more. And if Microsoft saying they built the initiative to make Quad A titles, well, the initiative, if you're listening right now, if it ain't above or beyond what this Red Dead Redemption 2, y'all better go back to the drawing board.
Hey, hold on. You better tell that. Shout out to everybody in the chat again. I got up against some stiff competition.
You hear this, Phil? Like this is coming from Kose's mouth.
Yeah.
Hit the like. Shout out to Analog Circle Podcast. What's going on, good brother? Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys would be so kind again.
Nah, but this game is really big though.
Hey, bot, you can jump in here if you want. Xbot, we on Discord.
Oh shit.
But hit the like button for your
boy. Is that to see if thieves don't jump down in the water and look at the
they had no business in the water, man.
Man, leave him alone.
They weren't even supposed to be there.
Hey, yo, no, Xbox can join the celebration, man. It's a Xbox celebration, baby.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? And again, this is something that I didn't see coming. And I know some guys are now they say the narrative of why Xbox guys are treating Red Dead like it's an exclusive.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
I don't see that.
No, we're just saying it looks better than on the X, but that's about it.
We're just doing what the PC brethren doing. 55,000 frames per second. Now that there's only 2 platforms that you can compare to. Now all of a sudden we can't do this, but the PC people could do this all the time.
Let me break this down. Ever since the X, first of all, before the X came out, they told Microsoft they would